The Nintendo Direct for E3 2021 has got some exciting news as it's been confirmed by Doug Bowser, and we also have some new leaks that were found in the version 12.0 update of the Nintendo Switch that showcase some interesting news about the new Nintendo Switch Pro. And we have a new exclusive game coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service, and it looks like Nintendo is doubling down on the fact that it is a subscription for Battle Royale games. So to start things off, let's talk about the news about the upcoming Direct at E3 2021. Obviously, in my last video, I talked about the possibility of an E3 Direct happening, especially the fact that the ESA confirmed that Nintendo was going to be doing something, but now we've got some official confirmation from the main boss himself, Doug Bowser. According to his tweet, he said, "It's going to be great to get the video game industry back together with our fans this June. We'll make the virtual format fun and engaging. Looking forward to seeing you all in June." So if that's not all of the confirmation you need, then I don't know what to tell you. It's looking like Nintendo is going to be showing up at E3 2021, and it might be a big showcase. At the last Nintendo E3 Direct, they showcased the sequel to Breath of the Wild, so I am guessing that we're going to be getting that in some form or fashion, probably the Nintendo Switch Pro, and I am almost guaranteeing that Nintendo is going to be the showstopper at E3 2021. They've got a big year planned, and I for one cannot wait to see what Nintendo has in store for us. I'm going to go ahead and predict it right now. I don't even think the Switch Pro and Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be their biggest reveal this year. Moving right along, we have one of the biggest stories regarding the upcoming Nintendo Switch revision that pretty much confirms a lot of the features that are going to be in the new Nintendo Switch revision or the Switch Pro. This was data mined from the 12.0.0 update that just released for the Nintendo Switch family of consoles. So these leaks were data mined by switchbrew.org, so all credit to them, and it was unpacked by Oatmeal Dome, who is a popular leaker and data miner for the Nintendo Switch system. In a tweet they posted April 6th, they said, "It appears that the 12.0.0 update has added the capability for the Nintendo Switch dock's internal firmware to be updated." They also mentioned that Cradle is the dock's internal name. Initially, they thought that this was just to provide support to the USB 3.0 port on the Nintendo Switch dock. In another tweet, they said that 12.0.0 adds this internal setting, 4K DP _ preferred _ over _ USB 3.0. They went on to say, "I'm not saying that this is prefer 4K DisplayPort over 3.0, but if it is, it makes sense. The Switch uses DisplayPort for video output, and 4K output is rumored for the new Nintendo Switch revision." They followed up with another tweet that said, "About my earlier tweet about 12.0.0 being able to upgrade the dock firmware. There's also this setting, is _CRDA _FW _update _supported, which basically translates to is Cradle A firmware update supported." And as we previously found out, Cradle stands for the Nintendo Switch dock, and A stands for ULA, and ULA is the code name for the new Nintendo Switch model. Oatmeal Dome then tweeted out 12.0.0 has added audio support to the Bluetooth driver. They stated, "However, I'm not sure if anything is actually using this new support so far. No guarantees it will be used either." They followed up by saying, "I personally don't think Nintendo would add this for no reason, so hopefully it will be used somewhere, especially since Bluetooth audio is a highly requested feature on the new Nintendo Switch. We'll see what happens. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Nintendo works in mysterious ways." And that they do, Oatmeal Dome. Now, for those of you that are completely confused as to what just happened and what do these internal code names and data mine information and files actually mean, to break it down into much simpler terms, first of all, the current Nintendo Switch dock has the ability for the firmware to be upgraded, which confirms a few things. The first thing being 4K support on the new Nintendo Switch dock. If you are hoping that this meant that 4K output would happen on the current Nintendo Switch dock, you're going to be disappointed. This was likely only added for the Nintendo Switch revision. The next thing that this does is basically means that the USB 3.0 in the current Nintendo Switch dock will be able to utilize the 3.0 technology, which should allow for faster transfer rates, especially in the category of an Ethernet adapter for USB 3.0. And the biggest thing that this firmware update showcases is the Bluetooth audio driver support. I hope that was a little bit easier to digest. I wanted to showcase exactly what Oatmeal Dome did say because I think it is very important. All of this leaked information that was data mined pretty much confirms everything that we've been talking about for a while. The new Nintendo Switch revision or the Switch Pro is going to be a beefy machine, and it's going to be adding some big support for features that we've been asking for quite some time. If all of these leaks and data mined information is true about the upcoming Nintendo Switch revision, or even if this new supposed Nintendo Switch Pro system is just a dock revision, then I still think it's a big win. The current Nintendo Switch dock was pretty bad. It had a lot of potential whenever I saw it, but unfortunately, it just did not end up being a strong suit for the Nintendo Switch console. The fact whenever you dock the Nintendo Switch system, it was scratching the screen, which kind of forced people to use the screen protector, is kind of unfortunate. The dock had support for USB 3.0 that it never used. It didn't have an Ethernet port, and overall, it was just an overpriced piece of plastic that just wasn't that good. So at the bare minimum, I hope they improve the Nintendo Nintendo Switch dock in this next revision, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Now for our next story, we got to talk about the Nintendo Switch E3 Direct again, and this is coming from the one and only Jeff Grubb. He recently published an article on VentureBeat.com with the title, "Is E3 2021 Cleaning Up the Summer Game Mess?" And on that article, he talked about the Nintendo E3 of 2021. He said, and I quote, "This year, assuming we don't encounter another global situation by June, Nintendo will return with another full-scale General Direct showcase." Jeff Grubb is obviously an industry insider, and he's had some correct information in the past. This next story will kind of confirm that. It goes without saying to take this with a grain of salt, but obviously Nintendo would not show up to E3 if they didn't have something big planned. So making a prediction like this isn't really a prediction, it's kind of just stating facts, but I guess we will just have to wait and see. Now, this next bit of news was definitely a wild card that not many people saw coming, so kudos to Jeff for getting this one right. The Nintendo Switch Online service is once again proving that it is a subscription for Battle Royale games, because a new player has joined the space. First we got Tetris 99, and then we got Mario 35, and now we are getting Pac-Man 99, and it is currently available on the Nintendo Switch Online subscription right now. So if you are an elite Pac-Man player, then jump into Pac-Man 99 and get those victory royales. And on that note, we got some information regarding Pac-Man 99's netcode. It's confirmed that Pac-Man 99 is indeed using the NEC servers rather than NPLN. So if the netcode is bad in that game, then you can blame it on the old servers. Hopefully Nintendo is going to add some more value to the Nintendo Switch Online subscription rather than just a bunch of battle royales. I did enjoy Mario 35, and I kind of find it funny that a dude named Bowser is the one who killed off Mario 35, but we need new updates for the Switch Online service. Give us Nintendo 64, give us GameCube, or at the very least, just name the membership Nintendo Online 99, because that's effectively what it's been. But hey guys, that is going to wrap it up with this video. Let me know how Pac-Man 99 is. Are you excited about the upcoming Nintendo Switch revision? And give me your wish list for the Nintendo Switch E3 2021 Direct. Thank you guys all once again for watching. I really appreciate your support. And until next time, guys, this has been Wes, and I will talk to you on the next video.